got baby, and a wee bit of background noise. I'm hoping it's not going to cause any problems. Just had a wee problem with one of the dogs tonight. Bailey came out in a lot of lumps, so just had to contact the vets and make sure we had ourselves, make sure everything was all right. Normally it's an allergy, she's run through something or she's eaten something, and you know, fingers crossed that's all it is. Pretty scary because it happened quite quick. I'm just going to get her a bottle, guys, just in case she wants a cuddle or wants a bottle. Right, hope you're all good, guys. Who's in? Plenty to talk about tonight, like. Hope you're all good. I've just been, all right, son. I've just been scraping paintwork and sanding. Hey, Sean. Getting prepping the skirts for undercoat and gloss. Wee bit more filler. Hey, Shale. Yeah, a wee bit more filler, guys, and you know that's me. That'll be it done, and then that's the wood finished in the hall. You know what I mean? And then Katie then decides what she wants. You know what I mean? I think we're going to go with a half and half. Hiya, Bluebell. Half and half going up the stairs because we've got a double banister going up the stairs, as you've seen, and so we're going to do half and half. You know. Yeah. So maybe we'll see. I don't know. We need to have a wee think about it. And wallpaper's coming off, no problem. So we've got a couple of choices. Hello, Sue. Boss chooses. Yeah, well, you know, she's going to be here longer than me, mate. You know what I mean? I've got to remember that. House is for Katie and be lucky. You know what I mean? You know, it's just a bit of factual reality. You know. But you know, that's life. You know what I mean? Quite a lot of us know the facts and reality. That's what I believe. Just nobody really likes talking about it or thinking about it. You know what I mean? But you know, at the end of the day, guys, as soon as you're born, you're dying. You know what I mean? So it shouldn't become a big shock to anybody. And every day's a bonus as far as I'm concerned. Just hi, Lucy. Just waiting on, don't know if James probably a bit later. He's only a wee bit later. And there'll be a few people that watch that don't comment. Hello to you guys. But no, good. Going to talk about Nigel, just what's happened. You know what I mean? Don't really know too much about it. Like I say, put the phone away for about 4 hours a day and got on my work and just got the head down. I will do, Cammy. It's one of them things, man. It's because it's for the win and all that. It's going to be there for a while if I do it right. You know what I mean? If I get it right, it's going to be there for a long time. It's just something I want to do myself, especially the stairs. You know what I mean? When we do the living room, you know, we're sort of clearing now in the living room, so probably do one half. I've done the woodwork and I've done one half of the room, so I've done one windowsill, Cammy. So yeah, we need to get rid of that big kitchen unit, the big old fashion thing with a double tier worktop. Need to get that sold. Get that out. I'll take a big lot of space up, and if need be, we get the still saw out. Take that lift away. How's your family today? Hope it's all well. Everything's good. Bailey's come out in big lumps. You know what I mean? Quite scary. Her eyes, all over her face, up her back. You know, straight away, I'm thinking allergy or, you know, because I've seen it before. But the thing is, she wasn't out today, you know. A couple of wee things. She had an altercation with another dog. And, you know, you just don't know, do you, where things go with you. You just got to be aware of everything that's happened in the last 24 hours and then make your decision. But obviously, the vet's been phoned and everything, and we've taken action. Hi, Freedom Dad, Sean. I'm going to talk about that. I'm actually going to have a wee chat about that, the PDSA. Hey, Freedom Dad, try living next door to migrants who tap the walls all day. Someone said, turn your music down. Aye, man, I'm always about shoot and if I have a van. Yeah, it's coming. Now, how's it? What are you doing with your garden, man? You've stopped. Play music they don't like, or get loads of dogs. Nah, I'm only joking. Don't get loads of dogs. Or they don't like dogs. So that's just a joke. You know what I mean? We can't even joke like that anymore. You know what I mean? Because I've never come across anybody in my life. Ever. It's like I suppose it's things we have to get used to, guys. And this is the problem. You know what I mean? I don't. The government have got zero tolerance. Have you noticed that when it comes to this? And let's look at it. Reality. We are people. We are citizens. We are British men and women who have lived in England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales, and Ireland for the last 50 plus years. We agree, apart from young Cammy, he's only 18, right? But the rest of us have been here for a good wee while. And when you have another community coming in and the way they're congregating in one area, and we hear churches getting turned into mosques, and people aren't allowed, they're like, your animals have got to be killed a certain way, you know what I mean? And then we hear this about the dogs and like dogs being banned in these areas and all, and a lot of people having problems because they've got dogs. And like the thing is, this is the point I'm trying to make. I'm not trying to hate here, guys. You've got to hear me out before let me finish. Basically, it's a lot to deal with. It's a lot for us to take on board because it's happening that quick. It's not like it's gradually being brought into. It's boom. 12 plus 100 girls in one town, boom, 50 towns all around Britain. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. And the rest. And the rest. The crime, the watches getting stolen, the machetes, it's like it goes on and on and on. You know what I mean? And the thing is, guys, we're just trying to get accustomed to it. We're trying to understand it. And whenever we say things like, joke about not being able to have a dog in certain areas, the government come down hard because for some reason, they can't seem to understand that human beings aren't built to just change. You can't just throw loads of stuff at us and expect us to change and become a certain way and speak a certain way. But the thing is, if we don't change and we make wee mistakes and don't speak a certain way, they then come down hard on us and men are going to jail. And you got to understand the implications of going to jail. It's a criminal record, it will hunt you. Depending on what the crime is. If it's a hate crime, that will haunt you. That will bring social work and all sorts into anything that you go through, especially if you're young and you're dating girls who've got children or you're starting to have children yourself. Things like that will haunt you. Hate crimes, because it's a social thing, you know what I mean? So you get social work involved, it's fucking nuts. And this is why we have social work coming round to the police whenever these things, when people are coming out to start investigations against people for something they've said online or something they've shared or something they've retweeted. These are just people. All these people, men and women they're just men and women who have grew up a certain way, are used to certain traditions, used to certain cultures, used to certain things, used to seeing certain people on our TVs, used to seeing certain types of adverts, used to seeing certain types of pictures on newspapers, and used to seeing people talk certain ways. All our comedies used to take the piss out of everybody, and it was just a laugh, just a joke. We didn't mean any bad by it, and nowadays you can't do nothing like that. You can't even make a mistake. But like I say, the men and women today are sitting there, not a clue what's coming, and then all of a sudden, bum, 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 they're getting hit with all this, and they're fucking, they go on the X and they're like, what? And they're like, oh my God. And they're just shocked because it's overwhelming. People don't know what it's like in some parts of the country. So it can be quite shocking when you find out. Now, I think as we are awakened, guys, in my community, we all know exactly what's going on. We're totally aware. Every single person is awake. You know what I mean? Younger and younger ones are coming on board and starting to understand what's going on because they're thinking about their kids now. They're thinking about having children. And they're starting to wonder, why is it so difficult to have children? Why is it costing so much to have children? You know what I mean? What's going on? Why can't I buy a house? You know what I mean? What's going on? Our parents and grandparents had the right to buy, where you were living in your council house for 10 years and getting 20, 30, 40% off. You know what I mean? Because you paid so much rent, almost like a semi-mortgage. That was little taken away. Why would they take something like that away? Why would you get a man and a family when they're down, council, renting off the council, when they're people that they're the lowest because they can't afford it. They're just not that breadline to get a mortgage, or they don't have the credit to get a mortgage because they come from a line where credit or everybody just lived on the breadline, and that's just a vulnerable working class families, as we know in all our areas. And you know, it's very sad that all the chances that our parents and grandparents had in life have all been taken away. The industries, going out and making good money, and coming home, and it was it was a lot more flexible than people thought. Yes, it was hard after the war going on, and the war and the production and try and get the country, but men and women were determined to do that. Who wouldn't go out to work every day if you were trying to build your country back from after winning a war? I don't think there's a man or a woman would be unsocial. See, that's what we're about, And the problem is everybody like to say, "Oh, you're lazy, you're lazy, you're lazy." No, it's what we've been through is what's made us what we're going, the way we behave. How you have treated the working class in the last 20, 30, 40 years is a result of what you've got now with mental health on the streets and people not being able to work. And they know their jails are full. Their jails are full. And please believe me, it's not just the crime rate. It's mental health, It's mental health. Half the jail is full and people it shouldn't be, but they don't have anywhere else for them. There's nothing there for people with mental health. You need to be psychotic and really, really bad to get into a secure mental hospital. You understand? So anybody with complex PTSD, personality disorders, get involved, get into trouble as you will, because you're always angry, you're always lashing out, you're never thinking about consequences. In and out of jail, in and out of jail, in and out of jail, and this is why our jails are full. No, 110%. Don't tell me it's because it's a rise of crime. There's a rise of crime all around the world, and that's what jails are for. Jails are for the rise of crime. If build more jails, don't tell me about that. The jails are full because you're putting people with mental health conditions in prison because you got nowhere else to put them. You're telling your judges just put them in the jail, and then it just deteriorates because they're in some of them aren't criminals. They aren't having criminal minds. They're not like criminals are different. So then they've got to navigate the world of prison, not being a criminal. It just snowballs from there, You're either going to go downhill in prison or you're going to become an absolute nut job. And that's what they're doing. That's what happens with mental health. Half of them probably go down really bad. Quite a lot of them will commit, they'll end it. They'll end it. Believe me, they just can't. It's overwhelming. They can't handle it. The bullying, the way some people are taking stuff off them, they can't handle it. They end it. And then you get the other half who just become nut jobs and then they come out onto the street. I've been in prison looking at guys getting out, and I swear on my mother's grave, I've said a wee prayer for whatever community that man was going into, and I swear on my mother's grave there's a few times that's happened, and many of us have been like, oof, because there's nothing else the government they can't. He's done his time, and maybe he's even done a wee bit more time, but there's nothing. They've got to let him out. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you guys, these guys are getting fired out on the street. They're getting fired out on the street. They're getting thrown into hospital and forgot about. And then it's somebody else's problem. Then I could go on and on. I'm going to get your comments. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right, let's see what's happening. Sorry, guys. I know you speak amongst yourselves, you know what I mean? Bring back spitting image. Not allowed to joke anymore. But I know it's baby. I'm sorry. It's baby's. I'll see how if I can take it down a wee touch for you. Be lucky. Thought you wouldn't mind because it's wee lucky. The microphone's on this side, so it is. I'm sure. Yeah, the microphone's on that side, guys. I have ordered a microphone, and it will be here tomorrow. Okay, so things will be a lot different then. Like, yeah. Just quickly, Bailey's not well. Bailey's come out in lumps all over her face, her head, her eyes, her back. To me, it looks like she's run through something. The top half going right along, or she's eating something. But she hasn't been out all day, and so there's no. I can't understand it. So the vet's we've phoned the vet and we've taken measures, and 1970s the council house would be Little Engler. 1970s council house would be 5,000. That's our kids can't afford that. Lucky, I don't know how Lucky's going to afford a house when she's older, because they can't and have never lived like we do. They should try it. Yeah, they shouldn't do, Shell. James, Forbes, the peaceful stance is a great idea. Thank you, mate. I think so as well. Thank you very much for that. All right, bro. All right, John. Well, we don't look after our youngs or old if we really, but future leaders and look after our, yeah, of course. And but this is, they don't want us to have, they don't want future leaders from ours. Believe you me, there's a reason why we're kept down. You know, there's a reason why there's a couple of reasons. One, a big reason why the young and the old are neglected is because they don't vote. You know, most old people don't vote. You know. And most old people are on their own, or don't. Our families live away, and nobody really thinks to go and make sure they're voting. You know, so there will be voters, but guys, but they're not voters. You understand what they're not a concern, and obviously our youth aren't voters. You know what I mean? So yeah, but they are talking about changing the age. But I got a funny feeling they're going to change their mind once they realise. Because I know them changing the age of vote to 16 is going to help us. I know that. Yeah, they're releasing them early. Yeah, they are indeed, M&G. Yeah, Eddie, that's everyone, mate. You just need to keep track as they come in. I have 3 grown-up kids and 3 grandchildren, Shell. Next one I know. So you're invested in this, you know. You're invested like me. You know, that is, if you've got children and grandchildren, you're invested. And I tell you what, if you don't have children, I've got so much respect for you, because I'm always honest with you guys. And this is one thing, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Lucky. You know, I'm sorry, but you know, just the way maybe if things were different with my brother and all that, and you know, maybe in a different maybe, I don't know, in the future, you know, but I've always felt like it's just me, and you know, and the fight was never there. You know, it's hard to explain, but I'm just being honest. I think Stockton just released a whole load. We should actually take a wee walk down to Stockton and have a wee look to see who's getting out. Let's bring Trump over to get this government. They're talking about a 50-second state or something. Sean, yeah, well, if I was a younger woman, I'd be scared to bring up. Yeah. Aye, definitely. You were on one there. I know, mate. I know when it comes to some subjects, mate, I just can't help myself. I've got something else to talk about as well. Where's the star you promised? Tulip. Oh, yeah. We're going to go down and see Tulip, just because there's been a wee bit of an emergency with the dog. Lucky was going, and then gas gone. No heating around in Granny's. No heating around in Granny's. So I had to bring baby round, you know. So I apologise. You know what I mean? It's just like Tulip's down the stairs. So we'll go down and see Tulip, and because this is the baby's room, you know what I mean, sort of thing. This is our room, baby's room. So we don't want dogs up, you know what I mean, just when she's so young. Yeah, so I didn't think Lucky was coming around, and I would have been sitting here with Tulips, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, you're definitely going to see her. Last time I was in, I said, a screw in mental health. He said, I'm a prison officer, not every nurse, lock up. Oh, no. But this is the thing. I know the prison officers that are getting employed today, guys. The prison officers, when I was in the jails back in, when I was 18, going into my 30s, they were men. They were real men, you know. Paz, you know, like there's a few prisoner officers that do YouTubes, right? They're the men I'm talking about, real men. You know what I mean? I'll do a video on prison officers, right? And I'm not saying they're all amazing guys, you know. I don't know them, you know what I mean? Nothing like that. I'm just saying they're there. If you want to listen to some stuff about prison, you know, I'll link you up with that, guys. Sean Ray, yes, how do we encourage the young that it's so hard for them? Well, this is the thing. We're not going to need to encourage anybody. They're going to know. Everybody's going to know. Families are struggling. That goes back to the kids. When the kids are wanting X, Y, and Z, the mum and dad and then kids will feel it. There will be pressures, you know what I mean? It's not good. Yeah, Emma G, I'm sorry, mate. I mean, well, this wasn't planned, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to let you down. And I've been non-stop. This is what I mean. A baby hasn't been round because I've been non-stop scraping. See the runners going up the stairs? So they've got like, I don't know how many coats of paint, but when somebody's put a carpet on, there's been glue round the kickers, right? And where the step is at the edges, there's glue, and then somebody's painted over the glue, and I couldn't sand it because it's glue. It's like concrete, so I've had to scrape and scrape and scrape, and then get all the glue off, then sand because I've chipped the paper or the paint. Quite a lot of the paint. Some of it I can't strip all the paint off. I'll be there too long. But I can sand it all down and make it all level. And I've filled it the other day, so it's all nice and smooth. It's going to look like a brand new staircase. It was hard when I was young, but nothing like it is now. So we're in with baby. Hey AC, are my comments showing? That's your first one. Yep. Yes, AC. Thumbs up, AC. Yep. Look, like most old people vote or Tory voters, they hate that and want them to freeze to death. Mine are 974. So scared for them. Oh no, Sean. Prisons don't recognise mental health. But this is what I'm saying. So, like I say, back in the day, they were like ex-army guys that were coming back from the Gulf, guys that came back from Falklands War, ex-army guys that had served their time in the army but needed that routine, needed that uniform, you know. And they came in and they were great. You know, they had time. They used the skills in the army of communication. You know what I mean? Changing hearts and minds. You know, that's what the Gulf was all about, changing hearts and minds. And they brought them skills into the prison service, guys. You know, not many people will be able to tell you stuff. You'll not get this anywhere else, I'll be honest with you. Like, and it's just an observation that I've seen as I've been growing up through prison. And you know, that was the caliber I'm in that were locking us up. And that's why, you know, they were hard men, and you know, that was a problem for me because they went ahead with me. You know what I mean? And yeah, so like I've bad shoulders from my arms going up behind my back. You know what I mean? So many times I had to go. I was getting told I had rheumatism and arthritis when I was like in my 20s. You know what I mean? And that was all because of getting my arms twisted up my back and getting taken to the digger. So I know them prison officers really well. You know, but at the same time, you know, I had mental health problems. You got to understand that. I wasn't a normal person. I'd seen nothing but violence right up to this. These men were meeting me from my mum down, going through Belfast, ratting all the mad stuff, and then Rathgale and all the rest of it. And then boom, England. I'm arriving in England, an absolute head case. So, you know, and all jails, even in the Crumb, because it's mental, you know what I mean? High Bank, the screws in High Bank were nuts. They used to beat the life out of us, you know what I mean? Our good friend Krusty, I'm not going to say any other names here, but he got his arms broke in High Bank. One of his arms broke by the screws. Brutal. Screws are nowadays. The screws are embarrassing. And I mean this, guys. The screws are embarrassing. I mean, no experience of life at all. We're talking guys and girls. Girls done up to the eyeballs. And I swear to God, like they're going on a night out. Swear my mother's grave, guys. I'm not making this up. Women done up to the eyeballs, working in prisons as prison officers. You know what I mean? Young women that look like they're on a night out. You get me? And then young men in their 20s, you know, maybe 25, 20, you know, 21, 22, you know, there's nobody in their 40s working in the prisons anymore. And that doesn't make any sense. You maybe get a couple of older ones, you know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's changed a wee bit, but I don't think it has, because I know the caliber of people because of the DEI diversity hires that they're now taking in, you know. 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to grab Lucky, get a wee look at the comments, and turn this off so it doesn't do your nuts in. Or at least mute it so she likes watching it. Right, so here we go. Come here, baby girl. Come and say hello. Come and say hello. Right, got a wee blanket heating up here for you. I got a wee blanket heating up, baby girl. Right, my name's on, your wee name's on this, so we have to hide this, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Up you come. Oh, my baby girl. Oh, I know you're so tough. You're so tough. Yes, you are. There we go. There we go. You know the camera, don't you? Yeah, you know the camera. So you do. You're getting used to it. I was talking about it today, guys. Well, Freedom Dad, we need to get Paz on a live stream. Yeah, I'll ask him. The screws, they have me. Yeah, we had to have that. Sam, yes, Samworth, yep, that's the man. I've took a leaf out of yours and Lee's books, made my own video called Just My Thoughts. Good, we'll have a wee look at that. You want attention, my girl? We'll have a wee look at that, so we will. Just gonna talk about something, guys. I'll probably do your nuts in, like. But it's I'm thinking about doing this. So what I'm thinking about doing is I want to talk about a post I've done, and we will talk. I'm going to talk about Nigel Farage's. We're only 25 minutes in. We're all in 31. So I want to talk about the post because I might put this out as a smaller video. This part, if I can do it, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Like, I'll try. But it's about a post I put up. So I did about the Mobo Awards, right? So, you know, and I'll tell you why I wanted to talk about it, because I've been thinking about it. It's been very interesting. It's a very interesting. I've been in a very interesting place in my head because of that post. You know what I mean? And I thought I wanted to talk about it a wee bit. You know what I mean? Because you got to understand, there's not many people would put that post up. So basically, the Mobo Awards is music of black origin. Okay, and it's not like I've just discovered the Mobo Awards. Right? I've known about the Mobo Awards for years, and never once have I thought twice about it. You get me? And so I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking, because I thought hard about putting it out, and I thought to myself, I actually got a wee chuckle from it. It's a wee jokey thing for me, you know what I mean? Because I know who I am. You know, I don't need to explain myself to anybody. And it is a very interesting thought, you know, when you look at it, you know, because I'm thinking to myself, could you imagine if it was all white people in that photograph, and it was called the Whites, you know, Origin Awards, you know, and it was just all white people all smiling at the camera and a whole place, you know, and I just thought it was strange that we don't seem to recognize that anymore. It's like, it's not anymore, but it's strange how we just accept things. Like, if anybody like DNF or anybody else starts anything that I'm not saying it's a very difficult topic to talk about, because someone will always say you're coming across as this, you're coming across as that, but you know, I'm just going to be frank and honest, you know what I mean? I know who I am. I know I'm not a racist. I know I'm a Christian. I know I love every single person, but I find some things socially interesting, and I find it interesting that we don't bat an eyelid of the music awards of black origin, you know. I do find that very peculiar, you know, and I was thinking to myself, why are you thinking like this? What's going on? You know, why all of a sudden, Freedom Dad, that you're recognizing this irregularity? If I was a tongue twister, I'm not even going to try it again, but you know what I mean. Why is this coming to your attention now? And so I was pondering that as well, you know what I mean? Because, like I say, I know who I am, and I'm not, like I say, it's never popped in my head before, and you know, never looked at even Black Lives Matter and all that. It was like never really thought much about it, you know. But when you really do think about it, like if I was to start a White Lives Matter, geez, could you imagine? You know, and it's interesting that, you know, we're getting labelled racist and far right and all the rest of it, and all these things, and for even peeking our head up and asking a wee question about grooming gangs or the origin of the grooming gangers, you know, we're getting hammered for that. You get me? But while that's going on, while we're ducking and thinking all these labels that are coming flying out as Islamophobia and all that, this is all going on, and nobody's batting an eyelid, you know. And you know, it's two-tier, isn't it? And it's been going on for years and years and years. And I don't know if it's because of the two-tier that we're suffering in Britain today that's bringing it on, or if it's, you know, what being called the racist, being called far right, where we're in a situation now where we're starting to look at the far right, because we're trying really hard to get rid of the label, but they won't stop calling us far right. So I think some of us are starting to go, well, if we're going to just keep looking at us far right, and there's nothing that we can say to convince them that we're not, I think we better have a wee look at the far right and find out exactly what everybody else is thinking about me, you know. And I think when you start looking down them roads and you start hearing people like Tony talk about the ideology of the far right, taking away the Nazi bit and the Germany bit and all that, you know what I mean, that like on about, you know what I mean, there is actually far right guys out there are just nationalists, born and bred nationalist, you know, and, you know, it is extreme. I'll be honest with you, you know, no blacks. I do believe that, you know, there should be all colours in any political party because my friends are British and they're black, you know. I've got British Muslims, you know, there's friends and they're just as British as me. They support our football teams and they do everything that we do, you know. And they drink in pubs as well. Not all Muslims don't drink, you know what I mean? Not, and you know they've got to be very careful. Like, you know, I know that as well. That's why they're around people like me, and because they know, you know, they can't. And this is the problem with these areas. I'm going away off track, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's food for thought. I'm thinking people's thought patterns are changing. People are looking at things differently because of I think what the Labour government are doing. Hey, come on, baby, come on. You know, I'll get your comments, guys. I'll get your comments. Where's my girl? Where's my girl? I know, just a wee burp for daddy. A wee burp for daddy. She's just got a wee bit of water because she's not long been fed. She'll be sleeping soon, you know what I mean? She'll be sleeping soon. She likes listening to her dad, so she does. Don't you, my baby? You like listening to your daddy. So let's have a look at the comments, guys. Let me have. Oh shit! I put them by mistake. Right, let's have a look. Hopefully we can get away with this, guys. Hi, Ronnie. Good to see you, buddy. I'm just going to see who's in. Will we see who's in? Will we see who's in? Yeah, will we see who's in? You're going to give him a smile. You're going to give him a smile. I think she's going to. She's tired. I'm going to put her on my shoulder, and Cat sees these words have no meaning, and they be opposed, and they're being outused. Mind the lad that did White Lives Matter and the plane England back with the plane in England. Oh yeah. You could see it. You could see it. Yeah. You know, the bottom line is there shouldn't be any colour in anything, guys. You know what I mean? And we've sort of let it get carried away. And you know, I think it's fair to say we should all be equal. It should be the same for everybody. You know. If I don't see a colour in anybody, why are other people allowed to keep pushing that? Because it's a divide as far as I'm concerned. Every time you get an organisation, just like the NF, guys, just like Black Lives Matter, and just like the Mobo Awards, it creates a division. It does create a result. It's somewhere in our society now where there's a division. You know, and if you took them away, or if Tony could see past that, and change the ideology of that, then, you know, the division goes away. You can't go somewhere, well, that's white only, that's black only. Once you take them away, them black only, white only places, then you've got no division. Can you not see the only division we have is people who are naming things black or white? Black only, white only, exclusively black. Yeah, a lot of organizations say, oh no, everybody's welcome, but they're not really welcome. You know what I mean? It's like our political party, the Muslim political party, say, yeah, Jews are welcome, but they're not really welcome. You know what I mean? But it's okay for somebody to say, yeah, everybody's welcome. But, you know, that's not fair. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm pointing out, guys. If you want to be able, you have to put up the stand strong. GMG. Hi, Ronnie. Hello, Boiling Frog. How you doing? Welcome aboard. Anybody that's just popped in, please jump on and say hello. And I'll see your comments. I've got your comments up, guys. Hopefully they'll just keep coming. Happy 30th birthday. Whose 30th birthday is it, guys? Somebody let me know. Seems everyone is using... Yeah, you're right, mate. Yeah, you've got that's a good one, isn't it? Like, is it? I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's. I think it means is that the one where a Muslim can lie if it's for Muslims, if it's to do the good for of a Muslim. Oh, your middle son is 30 today. Well, please wish him a happy birthday from Freedom Dad. Yeah. Right, let's keep the comments coming. I can see them; they're coming up, guys. They're coming up, which is good. I see they're disappearing. And I think it's if they stop If you stop commenting, then they disappear. Oh, evening, Lee. Everybody say hello to Lee. Me and Lee were talking today. Me and Katie and Baby are gonna go and see Lee. Spend a bit of time with Lee because he's an absolute gentleman, as you all are. I'm going to help him with wee bits and pieces because we all need a bit of help with the internet. So we do. And I'm learning wee bits, and I want to pass that on because it is fun. It is fun. Hey. What's up, baby? What's up, yeah? Come here, my girl. Come here, my girl. Come here. What's up, yeah? Hey. Come here. There. She's tired, guys. She's tired. You're really tired, baby. Talk amongst yourselves for 2 seconds. Come here, my girl. Come here. There. I know. Come here. Come here. I'll get this off. I'll get this off here. There we go. Right, guys. Right, so if your comments, just keep putting your comments up. Just got to walk with her. She's about to fall asleep. She's trying to fight it, so she is, guys. Stop in at Hamilton on the way home or going. Where are you going, bud? I'm back. Had to go do something there. Oh, you're so tired. You're so tired. You're so tired. Aren't you? You're so tired. Be a laugh. Can't wait, mate. LOL. You're not dumb. Don't say that. It's like anything. It's hard until you know how to do it. Isn't it? It's hard until you know how to do it. Yeah? Everything's hard. I know. She's teething as well, guys. It's a wee shame. So it was a wee bit of an emergency, guys, with Lucky, to be honest with you. I'm going to set this here. It was a wee bit of an emergency. Come here, my girl. Come here. With Bailey. We had a wee worry with Bailey. I didn't like it. They were just coming up as we were looking at her. Right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Just because I don't want to upset her, you know what I mean? I need to take a wee bit of time. But we'll come back on tomorrow, and it's only... Come here. I'll come back on tomorrow and do a live tomorrow night, and Katie will come round and take Baby. Just got to keep an eye on the dog. She's come out in all lumps, guys, all over, and we've had to give her treatment, and we're just waiting for the lumps to go down. But I promised to come on at 7 or 6:30. I didn't want to let you down, but I'm going to go, guys. So I am. All my love. God bless. Right, Lucky. Okay, baby.